like, what got you into this?
Into doing content?
Yes, it's like,
Lorcana,
all of the above.
Well, I guess they both started about the same time. Like my wife and I found out Disney was coming out with a card game. She's a big Disney fan. Well, both big Disney fans, but I was a big gamer. I tried to get her to play Magic for years, and just the property was not something she was interested in.
I feel like this is our origin story. Like,
same. I feel like a lot of Lorcana players' families' origin stories. And so when the card game was coming out, it was like, this is great. This is a property you love, or properties you love, and this is TCG, which I love.
Yeah.
And so. At the time, my wife was talking about doing a little vlogging or trying to get into content. And we're like, hey, let's do a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We had no idea what we're doing. So we go down to Walgreens or Office Max. We grab a ring light, put our phone on it, and record our very first video, like standing in our nursery, which is now our nursery. And
like our story to the T.
it's just like, and so just no idea what we're doing, but the whole idea is, every video is better than the last. You just try to progress it and make it a little bit better each time. And I just never stopped. But yeah, it's been fun.
How is it working with your wife? Because that sometimes can be a little much.
Oh,
I love you bunches.
Good and bad.
Yes.
It adds, it's both really rewarding when you can share a hobby or when you're not disappearing into the office to do something on your own. On the other hand, it does add some stress sometimes. Collaborating is both fun and hard at different times. And then it's also challenging sometimes to have to bring, because sometimes it's hard to get your schedules to match.
Yes.
And so and you feel bad sometimes when one person leaves the other person out of content you're making. So so there's all those challenges. But
I have two questions.
Okay,
I
perfect.
do watch your channel. I see you've done a lot of the tournaments, and you've actually met some of the best in the world. Legit. I remember there was the Maui shark scandal. I remember that whole thing. I remember you had a conversation about that.
Oh, I didn't know you knew. Okay, yes.
But have you seen the atmosphere change at all since that, or has the rotations changed anything, or you think it's just everybody's in it for unlimited fun no matter what the changes? Because like Pokemon, something happens, changes the whole community.
Yeah.
When the Maui shark happened, we were all like, okay, kind of have fun with it.
Interesting. It's a good question. So there have been numerous rule scandals and cheating scandals. I think the Maui shark thing, and I think you're referring to Continentals with the shark being dropped.
Yep.
I think that was less of a feels bad for the community than what happened in Australia. That was a big one. And then of course we have what happened recently with PPG Denver. And so it's these types of issues, they happen in TCGs. I don't think any particular incident has affected the community in an overly negative way. To be quite honest, I haven't seen anything really change in the atmosphere, and I think everybody's continued to remain positive about the game in general. And most of the times they're flash in the pan. I will say, if there is anything that has affected the competitive vibe in the community and some players that I know, it is the limited amount of competitive events in North America this season.
Yeah.
And that's something I think that a lot of competitive players are trying to figure out how to navigate because they want to play. Everybody wants to play more Lorcana.
Yes.
And so third-party events are doing a good job kind of picking up the gap or filling that gap. And Ravensburger's doing a great job giving CCQs to some of these third-party events now, which is helping a lot. Like Charlie's getting announced for one recently, like PPG getting announced. They've got one in Utah at Grid Games.
Yeah.
Grid Games.
We were talking about that. They had I think it was $15,000.
Yes.
Yeah. And they had a $5,000 one too.
Yeah.
So that was a big deal for the community because I feel like the East Coast is missing what the West Coast has. They have a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
Well, and then the middle of the country, like that Utah, Midwest area.
Yeah, the Midwest area too. Yeah.
But okay, so Ravensburger is doing a great job getting CCQs out. But I think if there is anything that is dampened people's spirits a little bit, it's trying to find places to play competitively. But I think the community is navigating it fairly well, and I think that we're going to see the company continue to provide those opportunities. But as far as cheating scandals goes, I haven't seen that affect the vibe in the community much. No, I think that's one thing that Lorcana has done a very good job of, and I think it starts with the company and then the content creators setting that tone, and even the competitive players who are doing well continue to set this tone where it is a competitive game and there's some real prizes on the line, whether or not it's golden Mickeys or cash prizes at some of these other third-party events. And it does have a very competitive scene. You have to take it seriously, all that. But even at those competitive events, all of those serious players have done a great job of making a very welcoming environment where people can engage in their very first competitive event and have a good time, even if they're not winning. And every Lorcana event I've been to has had that welcoming vibe where the community will embrace you, even if you're not one of the highly competitive players. And I really value that.
It's making me less scared about entering.
That was your fear.
It is my
No, we love
fear.
it.
You should. It's a lot of fun.
How many like tournaments have you played in?
Oh dear, I've played in a few. I have been signed up to play in like every DLC, but they keep asking me to do the broadcast, and I can't say no. So I haven't played in as many big events as most competitive Lorcana players, but set champs, some 1Ks, some smaller competitive events. I just end up broadcasting most of the time.
So quick question. So any decks in particular you think is like great for like beginner friendly? Because I'm starting to learn, and right now I use Amethyst and Amber.
Well, you also have a rotated out deck now because we're Madam Mim and.
Well, I had to take off.
Yeah.
And then we jumped into brooms, and we started bringing the brooms in
Yes.
over the Madam Mims. But your deck is really good. It's just how you use it.
So I'm learning. But is there any other decks that you think might be a little bit easier for a beginner to maneuver?
What's your goal? Is it to win? Is it to have fun? Is it to do a little bit of winning and a little bit of having fun?
Well, I'm not very combative. So like I like to just, what I'm trying to do is like make a fortress and keep my characters in it and then continue having them quest.
Okay.
I'm very, I don't know why, I get anxious about the idea of attacking. I don't know why I do. I just get so anxious, and I'm like, then I'm trying to be like, oh no, I don't want to do that. That's too mean. And I'm just like, if I just keep my little characters here and then have them questing, and I don't have to attack anybody. Stop laughing, but that's literally how I play the game.
No, it's a real thing, and it is a very confrontational thing, and that's one of the reasons that people have a hard time sometimes breaking into Magic, even because in Magic, where you have this teardown mechanic where you're attacking your opponents, I mean, it's a great game, but there always comes this moment where you're learning how to play, and you have to attack the person you're
Yes.
teaching, or you have to make them attack you, and it feels very bad. So I totally get that mentality. If that's your concern,
Okay.
I mean, aggro is definitely the way to go. And in the current meta, I mean, Amber Steel aggro is very, very good.
Okay.
You could also go with, I mean, Churnadogs is still good. The Amber Emerald, like Churnadogs deck.
Yes.
That does some fun. Of course, we don't have the Churna anymore, so in the competitive,
Yeah, got
so you
Yeah,
gotta call it
got
dogs.
taken out.
But what those two decks, because they're aggressive, mostly what you're doing is very, very quickly trying to accumulate, lore, and so there's a lot less control where you're trying to attack your opponents. It's a lot more, I'm going to do my own thing,
Yes.
and you're going to have to stop me.
That sounds way better.
There's a little
for
bit
me.
of, it's not just straight hyper aggro, but I think that's what I would recommend if that's something you're looking to do, is just kind of like build your board and do your thing, let them do their thing.
That is more my
the dogs
style.
is fun. Or if you're interested in flavor too, there are princess decks that have done well in like in set championships and stuff. Check out Enchanted Kim on Instagram. Has a great princess build. She's always tinkering with it.
Okay. Enchanted Kim.
Enchanted Kim. She has a good list for princesses. It's not like it won't win you a DLC, but she's taken top 8 at some set champs with it.
Oh, that's
so
really great.
That's fun and
All
flavorful.
right. Yes. All right, I'm gonna have to give that a try.
You can also go puppies.
But that's about it. I mean, really appreciate you stopping.
Yes, and taking the time for answering our questions.
Thank you for listening to me ramble.
Oh, wow.
It's strange being on this side of it.
Oh no, I love it. I love hearing it. I'm like a sponge. I'm absorbing everything, so I appreciate it,
Yeah.
every second of it. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.